So while I was trying to get the perfect start to hardcore Minecraft, this happened. I probably had the most unluckiest run and so many close calls. Once I was in the nether, I was trying to look for a nether fortress because I wanted to try and beat the game, but while I was looking for it, I stumbled upon this. At first I thought it was one, but then I realized because I was running a mod pack, it spawned in a bunch of these in the nether. It's basically like nether fortresses, but like mixed with a dungeon. Unfortunately, it is very hard to go through, and I nearly died here. And the thing about hardcore is all it takes is one mistake and you can easily lose your entire run. Now if you think those two close calls were crazy, just look what happens right here. Piglin brutes. They are very aggressive in the nether and they have axes which deal huge damage. I almost died right there again, 2.5 hearts. And also, traversing through the nether was such a pain. This seed was honestly so unlucky. I had such a horrible spawn where the closest nether fortress was like 500 blocks away, and then on top of that I had to go through all of this, which is some crazy parkour. Eventually I did make it there, but then something bad happened. At first everything looks normal, until I saw this. I realized it was in a soul sand valley, which means skeletons are more likely to spawn, which isn't bad, they're pretty easy to deal with, but sometimes you can get very unlucky and it can mess up with the blaze spawners. There were so many wither skeletons, but like no blaze spawners anyway. I went through here for over 15 minutes running around and I couldn't find anything. For context, this is at 5 times the regular speed, so everything is really fast, but you can imagine it took me a very long time. I looked everywhere, I found some blazes, like 2, but no spawners, and you need spawners so you can farm them for blaze rods, which you need to go to the end. I eventually gave up because it was taking so long, but then I realized there was no nether fortress nearby and this was the only one, and so eventually I ended up changing my mind. I went back, and then eventually after running through all of these I ended up finding one, but there was a small issue, and you'll see in a moment. So I found it, right? but there's a lot of lava, which is an issue. You can place blocks, block it up, but the way lava works in the nether is that it moves far quicker than the overworld, which means you don't have a lot of time to block it up. So I placed a block trying to stop the source so I could run over, but it ended up making it spread more, which made it way worse. I had basically trapped myself from there, and on top of that, because I'm in hardcore, if I die once the world's over, and I ran out of food, which means I can't heal any health anymore. The health I have is what I have, which is not good at all in hardcore. You always want to have food on you at all times. I tried moving to a different route, and then I found a blaze, but there was a wither skeleton. I was like, no, if I get hit, I'm gonna die, so I ran away. Honestly, it was a pretty unlucky spawn, and I spent so much time running around in the nether actually trying to look for blazes and trying to look for the nether fortress. More time than it took for me to get to the nether, which is crazy. Maybe if I end up getting a good seed and I make it somewhere in hardcore Minecraft, I'll make a video on it. But let me know what you think in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.